content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So, India have won the T20 series against Australia with a match to go. Young India has been successful and finally they have managed to defend a total. And guess what? It's the lowest total in the tournament so far. Having put into bat once again by Matthew Wade, India put on a total of 174 with a spectacular batting performance once again by the savior Rinku Singh. Rinku now is making a habit of getting runs in crucial moments when it matters for the team. Once again, when the team was in trouble, when they have lost the quick wickets in Shreyas Iyer and the captain Surya Kumar Yadav, it was Rinku Singh once again who was the savior. He didn't let the momentum down and scored crucial runs. The runs that mattered, the runs that ended up being the reason for India's famous victory over Australia in a bilateral series. India bowled well tonight. Ravi Bishnoi and Axar Patel once again bowled beautifully in the middle overs. And the difference tonight and the difference between the other two games was there was no dew on the pitch today. And also, Australia didn't have Glenn Maxwell because he was already headed home to Australia. And this was a new look Australian team minus some of their top players in Marcus Stoinis, Glenn Maxwell, and some other key players like Steve Smith. They were also missing. So this new bunch of Australian players were not so comfortable against the English Indian spinners. And Ravi Bishnoi and Axar Patel were aided by the fact that there wasn't any dew on the pitch tonight. And they bowled beautifully in the middle overs. Axar picked up 3 wickets for 16 runs in his 4 overs, and Ravi Bishnoi was unlucky that he got only 1 wicket. Ben McDermott actually survived 2 LBW calls, both of which could have been given out in any other given day. Both of them were umpire's call, and he survived. And somehow, Akshar Patel ended up having his wicket, clean bowled him. So India registered a famous victory. And once again, Prashit Krishna wasn't there in the death overs to spoil the game for the team because Avish Khan or Mukesh Kumar are far better options than Prashit Krishna in the depth. And that was once again highlighted tonight. India finally managed to defend the total. And it was mainly primarily because they bowled well in the depth. They tried to go for the Yorkers. In the last 3 matches, they didn't bowl a single Yorker. Maybe because the conditions were too dewy, maybe because the ball wasn't gripping. But tonight they at least tried to go for the Yorkers, and the results were right in front of you. The Australian batsmen couldn't get under the ball, they couldn't hit the ball out of the park, and when the ball started to grip, it became difficult for the batsmen to come in and play shots. India once again lost momentum in the middle overs. Shreyas Iyer, who was returning to the game after being left out for a couple of matches, was not in the best of touches and threw his wicket away. And Surya Kumar Yadav also didn't contribute to the bat tonight. So it was young India. It was the likes of Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rinku Singh, Jitesh Sharma who scored important runs in the beginning and in the middle overs that helped India to a famous victory. It's belief in each other that they can win from any situation. And it was also the first series victory for VVS Lakshman as the coach in Rahul Dravid. But still, there are places for improvements. Bowling department. Deepak Chahar, who was coming back from injury, didn't have a good night. Travis Head really took to him in the beginning. He was going for over 15 runs per over, reminding us again of Prasid Krishna. But somehow, in the end, he managed to take some wickets and break the momentum of the Australian chase by picking up the all important wicket of Matthew shot and bringing India back into the game. The relatively young Indian team could be happy that they could close out the match and win the series with a game to spare. With the huge crowd in attendance, this was a huge performance from Team India, something that they should be very proud about. And in this series, especially, it reasserted that Rinku Singh is a genuine finisher. And Rinku Singh should be in every Indian team right now, be it ODI or T20. He has been rewarded a place in the South Africa tour. He has been rewarded a place in the ODI side as well. He might just be the finisher that India is so desperate to mold his innings because India had lost and most importantly they were all cricketing shots. He didn't throw his wicket away. He had a good head on his shoulder and he can pick his shots. That's the most important thing. He has the ice cool attitude of a Mahendra Singh Dhoni almost. That's a big shoe, that's a big shoulder to fill in rather. But still, Rinku has that in him. He can play that calm, collected innings. And India should try and get him in every match. It's the best time to groom Rinku Singh as the finisher. He can give India better results than, say, even a strong India has been looking for a that final end of that puzzle. He just might be the finisher that they should make the most out of him. Out of all the new players, he has been the most impressive one. And even in the South Africans tour, he should only last year he became India, and it's going to continue. And he's very young. Deswal has consistently tried and given India the best of starts. He has thrown his wicket away a couple of times, but the intent from him has always been there to get the innings off to a flying start. Ruturaj Gaikwad certainly plays himself in. He takes his time. In the third match, he scored an outstanding 100, but he has to improve his strike rate a bit because in the 11th over he's batting and he's on 19 runs of 19 balls. In the modern game, in the modern T20 game, unfortunately, that's not enough. He has to be a tad more aggressive. And there are plenty of options for Team India. When Shubman Gill comes back, who is he going to play? Where is he going to play? So if Ruturaj has to find himself a place in the Indian squad, he has to be much more aggressive. He has to deliver. And tonight wasn't the best of nights for Ruturaj because he wasted plenty of deliveries and then got out at rather inopportune moment. And once again, when he got out, India was in a spot of bother. It was only Rinku Singh and newcomer Jitesh Sharma who finished the innings. Now, Jitesh has been selected ahead of Sanju Samson in the T20 games against South Africa as well. If the innings from tonight is something to go by, then Jitesh Sharma can also be an X factor in the T20 games in South Africa. Chances in this Indian team are limited and hard to come by. And when they finally come your way, you have to take it with both hands. And Jitesh did it exactly the right way. The kind of shots that he played right away from the beginning that he came to the crease, the six of green and two sixes, one over square leg, one over long off. It put India right back into top gear. They didn't slow down. That's the most important thing. And previously, India would have got bogged down rather, under pressure, but Jitesh didn't let the pressure get to him. That's young India. They're fearless. They don't know what fear is. And the IPL games have instilled this fearlessness in them. So they can come out and play shots right from the beginning. It was an impressive innings from Jitesh Sharma and one of the main architects in India's victory as well. That partnership between Rinku Singh and Jitesh Sharma kind of sealed the deal for India tonight. They were very impressive. 174 initially didn't look enough. And the way Travis said was batting, Australia were 40 for no loss after 3 overs. And Travis said was once again reminding the Indians of the final, World Cup final, the kind of damage that he had inflicted upon the Indians then. He was in a similar kind of destructive mood. But once again, it was this spin that led to the dismissal of Travis Head and the turning point in the match as well. Head was dismissed by Axar Patel of 31 of 16 deliveries. And from then on, it was once again a downward slide for Australia. Matthew Wade tried his best in the end, but he is batting too low down the order. In my estimation, he is a far better player than that. He should have either opened or he should have played at number 4. Instead, he's batting deep down the order and is running out of partners. In every game that Australia have played, Matthew Wade has run out of partners. Even tonight, he ran out of partners. In the last match, Australia got lucky because of the great innings that Glenn Maxwell played. Had Maxwell got out, once again Matthew Wade would have been left stranded because there was no one left behind. So Wade batting so much down the order is a debacle for Australia. He should have either opened the innings or have at least batted at number 4. That would have given him a better chance of controlling the innings. And being a left-hander against Axar Patel or Ravi Bishnoi, he would have had far greater chances of going for the big shots than those right-handed batsmen who came before him. He should have batted before Tim David. Tim David is the finisher. Matthew Wade is an accumulator and he can finish the innings off, but still, he is more of an accumulator. He should have batted up the order. And Australia, unfortunately, didn't use him the right way. And once again, that led to their downfall tonight. Young India should be extremely proud of the performances tonight. It's a great performance by a young team without any top players, and they have managed to win a series against the mighty Australians. India are very dominant at home. They hardly lose any bilateral series at home. This was once again their fourth consecutive T20 series win at home. A remarkable performance from Team India after the massive disappointment in the World Cup final. May this give the confidence to the players. May this be a launching pad for the upcoming T20 World Cup as well. If Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli are taking rest for the upcoming series against South Africa, the white ball leg of the series Rohit and Virat aren't playing, these new players have the right opportunity to make this series all about themselves, to perform, to show the world what they are made up of. Chances are hard to come by in this India team, and once you get the chance, you have to make the most out of it. In the absence of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, it's the time for these youngsters to shine. KL Rahul will lead the ODI squad and Surya Kumar Yadav will once again lead the T20 side. A side filled with youngsters, filled with dynamic players who can make an impact. Now it's up to them who can use the opportunity to the best of his abilities because the T20 World Cup is only 6 or 7 months away. And this is the time that every team is looking to build once again. And India are coming off of a massive disappointment in the World Cup finals. Rohit Sharma has already been retained as the captain for the T20 World Cup. So the upcoming new players have to do something to earn the captain's goodwill or reputation. And the South Africa tour is a very important one just for that phase alone, just for that reason alone. It must be the benchmark, it must be the platform where they show their skill. Let me know in the comment section what you feel, and if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.